Thinking about selling food, maybe at a farmer's market, from home, or on a food truck? You've probably heard of a food handler's card, and you might be wondering, is it enough to legally sell food? Or do you need something else? In this video, I'll break down what food handler's card is, when you need it, and whether it's enough to start your food business, from cottage food to food trucks to church bake sales. Let's start with what a food handler's card actually is. A food handler's card, sometimes called a food handler's certificate, proves you've completed a course on basic food safety and passed a test on the content. It covers topics like hand washing and glove use, time and temperature controls, preventing cross-contamination, cleaning and sanitizing, and how to handle allergens safely. Most states require a food handler's card if you're working at a restaurant, grocery store, or any place that prepares and serves food. But what if you're selling food on your own? Whether or not you need a food handler's card to sell food depends on your state, your business type, and what kind of food you're handling. A food handler is usually defined as anyone who works with unpackaged food, food equipment, utensils, or food contact surfaces. And in many places, that definition applies to cottage food operators, food truck workers, and even vendors at fairs, markets, or fundraisers. Let's walk through each one. If you're selling food from home, like baked goods, dry mixes, or jams, you're likely operating a cottage food business. Many states require cottage food operators to complete food safety training, and most of the time, the training must come from an ANAB accredited food handler course. States that require a food handler card for cottage food include Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Indiana, New Mexico, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and many more. And in many of these states, you'll need to submit proof of your food handler's card with your cottage food permit application. In some states, like Illinois and New Jersey, you need a food manager or certified food protection manager certification. To operate a food truck, most states require food manager certification, especially if you're the owner or manager. But if you have employees, many states require that they earn a food handler's card, especially in places like Texas, California, New Mexico, and Illinois. Even in states without statewide food handler laws, some counties have their own rules, so always check with your local health department. If you're selling food at a church bake sale, school fundraiser, or fair, things get a little trickier. In some places, you may be exempt from needing a food handler's card if the food is low risk and the event is nonprofit. But if you're selling at a farmer's market or food event and preparing or handling unpackaged food, you will usually need a food handler's card in areas that require it. When in doubt, it's better to have one, especially if your state or county has active food safety laws. If you need a food handler's card, earning one is simple. With FoodSafePal, you can complete the training and pass the test in about 90 minutes, all online and mobile friendly. FoodSafePal's course is ANAB accredited, so it's accepted by health departments across the country. Once you pass the multiple choice question test, you'll get instant access to your digital food handler's card and certificate. You can also upgrade to have a professionally printed copy mailed to you, and in most states, it's valid for 3 years. In Texas, it's valid for 2. Alright, let's recap. A food handler's card shows you've completed food safety training, and in many states, it's required to sell food if you're running a cottage food business, operating a food truck with employees, or selling unpackaged food at a market, event, or fair. Not all cards are accepted, so be sure your training is ANAB accredited, like the one from FoodSafePal. You can earn yours online in about 90 minutes at foodsafepal.com. When you're done, you'll get instant proof, just like this.